A very good morning to all our viewers today. Today we have with us an Indian politician, Dr. Jayakumar. He's a member of parliament in Lok Sabha from Thriv- Thiruvallur Constituency, and he has been in the space of public leadership since past more than 2 decades. He has been serving his constituency religiously and spiritually, and is an educationist by profession. And from educationist, let's listen to his journey to being a politician and serving the people of the nation. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good
Welcome.
morning to all the viewers. Thank you for the opportunity today morning to speak to you. Well, as I'm introduced, yes, my journey in politics has been a long one, and it is
Wonderful, sir. It's a very inspiring journey, we should say. Sir, recently Corona has actually made the world come to standstill. What are the initiatives taken by you under your regime during the Corona times?
Yeah. Even before the all the beds are laying back. And I wrote a very strongly worded letter to the Secretary Government of Tamil Nadu then.
We are facing. Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt. We are facing sound challenges. People are not able to hear you. Is it okay if you want to plug in your mic, also your headphones, possible?
This is to be
No, sir.
as long as we like.
Uh, we are unable to hear you.
Yeah. Now I can hear you.
S- So, but people online are not able to hear you. Uh, just a second, just a second.
You can hear me, no?
But sir, if there are people who have joined us
Yeah,
online.
yeah. When you can hear me, why others are not able to hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, but people online are not. Yeah. We can hear you now. Done.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I first saw to it central government could have performed very well, because the things planning were not all right, injections were not provided on time. I get the echo.
I'm sorry, sir.
There is an echo.
Is it there now also?
Yeah.
It's
Earlier it was not there, now only.
okay. Okay.
Okay, anyway, I'll go ahead. Hello?
Sir, you got disconnected. Welcome to our show. So, this is Youth Questions, which is an initiative of Digital Parliament. How did you, what is your journey of life? How did you get into politics? What was the inspiration?
I was having interest in social life and politics right from the day one. I'm a RSS volunteer from my childhood.
To start with, it's a long journey, almost a journey of last 22 years. Gradually, see, it happened a long back, I think, before 4 decades when I was small.
जीवन में सबसे 3-4 टाइम आया, ऐसा आया, बहुत डिफिकल्ट था. जैसे राम मंदिर का आंदोलन हुआ था 92 में, जो बाबरी मस्जिद को ढांचा को तोड़ा गया था. उस टाइम मेरे जीवन में, मेरे परिवार के जीवन में सबसे कठिन था.
Actually, that was like, as you said, it's an opposition tactics and tricks they have played on us. So I think I was very clear on that, particularly giving my statement to the press on the same day itself, because I was busy campaigning and there were rumors that I was leaving an office and I was shutting down my office.
But what youth has in them is a vigor, dynamism, physical capabilities, also idealism to do something good for the society, and they are going to be citizens of the country for a much longer period than the senior citizens are.
Challenges brings the courage and strength both. The strength to stand for the truth and the courage is to face whatever may be the outcome of the same.
You have to stand on your own and be your own individual. You have to say that this is the way, this is Priyaga. Proud to be Sunita's daughter, but I'm not Sunita.
Thank you very much. It has been a lovely conversation. I didn't realize we've already spoken for over an hour and a half. So, I am grateful for all of you to have given me this opportunity. It's always good to talk to young people.
Welcome to our show. So, this is Youth Questions, which is an initiative of Digital Parliament. How did you, what is your journey of life? How did you get into politics? What was the inspiration?
I was having an interest in social life and politics right from the day one. I'm a RSS volunteer from my childhood.
To start with, it's a long journey, almost a journey of last 22 years. Gradually, it happened long back, I think, before 4 decades when I was small.
जीवन में सबसे 3-4 टाइम आया, ऐसा आया, बहुत डिफिकल्ट था. जैसे राम मंदिर का आंदोलन हुआ था 92 में, जो बाबरी मस्जिद को ढांचा को तोड़ा गया था. उस टाइम मेरे जीवन में, मेरे परिवार के जीवन में सबसे कठिन था.
Actually, that was like, as you said, it's an opposition tactics and tricks they have played on us. So I think I was very clear on that, particularly giving my statement to the press on the same day itself, because I was busy campaigning and there were rumors that I was leaving an office and I was shutting down my office.
But what youth has in them is a vigor, dynamism, physical capabilities, also idealism to do something good for the society. And they are going to be citizens of the country for a much longer period than the senior citizens are.
Challenges brings the courage and strength both. The strength to stand for the truth and the courage is to face whatever may be the outcome of the same.
You have to stand on your own and be your own individual. You have to say that this is the way, this is Priyaga. Proud to be Sunita's daughter, but I'm not Sunita.
Thank you very much. It has been a lovely conversation. I didn't realize we've already spoken for over an hour and a half. So, I am grateful for all of you to have given me this opportunity. It's always good to talk to young people.
Welcome to our show. So, this is Youth Questions, which is an initiative of Digital Parliament. How did you, what is your journey of life? How did you get into politics? What was the inspiration?
I was having an interest in social life and politics right from the day one. I'm a RSS volunteer from my childhood.
To start with, it's a long journey, almost a journey of last 22 years. Gradually, it happened long back, I think, before 4 decades when I was small.
जीवन में सबसे 3-4 टाइम आया, ऐसा आया, बहुत डिफिकल्ट था. जैसे राम मंदिर का आंदोलन हुआ था 92 में, जो बाबरी मस्जिद को ढांचा को तोड़ा गया था, उस टाइम मेरे जीवन में, मेरे परिवार के जीवन में सबसे कठिन था.
Actually, that was like, as you said, it's an opposition tactics and tricks they have played on us. So I think I was very clear on that, particularly giving my statement to the press on the same day itself, because I was busy campaigning and there were rumors that I was leaving an office and I was shutting down my office.
But what youth has in them is a vigor, dynamism, physical capabilities, also idealism to do something good for the society, and they are going to be citizens of the country for a much longer period than the senior citizens are.
Challenges brings the courage and strength both. The strength to stand for the truth and the courage is to face whatever may be the outcome of the same.
You have to stand on your own and be your own individual. You have to say that this is the way, this is Priya Dutt. Proud to be Sunita's daughter, but I'm not Sunita.
Thank you very much. It has been a lovely conversation. I didn't realize we've already spoken for over an hour and a half. So, I am grateful for all of you to have given me this opportunity. It's always good to talk to young people.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now. Yes, we can hear you now. Can you speak? Yeah, we can hear you now. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I'll continue with my second question. I believe on the COVID you've already mentioned.
We have done an excellent job, and the Tamil Nadu government, the new government came and really it worked well, and it had put almost an end to COVID now, and the proper directions were given. The Tamil Nadu government did not ask us to go for lighting the candles, beat the vessels, hand clapping, all those things the Tamil Nadu government did not do, because Tamil Nadu government is a rationalist government. It doesn't believe in all those hand clapping, lighting a candle and all those things. Prime Minister is making fool of the people. Prime Minister is making fool of the people, asking to clap our hands and light a candle in the night. What all this nonsense? This is not the way to control the government when it is going under turmoil. I'm sorry about it. He has not learned. Even during demonetization, he has killed the people. And this time also, his careless way of handling only exploded this corona.
Okay, sir.
Yes, please.
My next question to you is, there are caste challenges.
Perhaps you don't want to hear more than this about the country, how it is ruled.
Sir, everyone has their own perspective. Who are we to judge?
Yeah.
Sir, there are
media plays an important role. Media is a genre nowadays. Media is playing for the power. You don't play for the people.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
my
please.
Next question to you was, there are caste challenges between Dalits and Hindus in your constituency that have been observed in the past and present. What are your thoughts on the same to resolve the caste challenges?
It was not so. There were stray incidents during the other governments. After BJP came to power, it has become the order of the day. How does it matter what one eats? How does it matter what one drinks? Why the government interfering in the food habits? Now they have butchered the Dalits because in the name of beef eating. Without beef, how they would survive? Today, mutton price is 1,000 rupees a kg. Goat price, mutton, goat meat. Mutton is 1,000 rupees. How the poor people in the shanties, poor people in the bastis, poor people in the colonies can go for this kind of a high value food. And the beef is the only thing. It is only, they cannot control beef eating. It is happening everywhere.
In Uttar Pradesh, how many people are eating? In Tamil Nadu, how many people are eating? In Kerala, that is the staple food. Among the Dalits, that is the cheaply available vitamin, protein for them. Mindlessly, this government is entering into these kind of things, and therefore these clashes. Why Hindus and the scheduled caste? Why are the scheduled caste? You yourself is making a mistake now. I am sorry to say this. Why you are not calling scheduled caste Hindus? Are they not Hindus? Why you are segregating them? This is the foolishness the government is doing it. Why they are segregating the people? Why they call scheduled caste and non-Hindus? They worship same lords, Rama, Muruga, Govinda, Gopala. Why they are segregated as Hindus and non-Hindus? They are promoting all these things, untouchability, distinguishing the people. He eats beef, therefore don't go close to him. Kill him if he eats the meat. What kind of action is going on in Uttar Pradesh and in other states where BJP is ruling? But this is not the problem in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, people eat beef every day. The government don't interfere what they are doing. Beef is the natural food like any other animal. They are eating it. Why not? So
Yes,
this is the problem created by the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh to divide the people for their mean benefits of taking side on the larger group. Because Hindus are large in number, non-Hindus are less in number, to mop up, to polarize Hindu votes. They are doing it. That is not a concept. In Tamil Nadu, there is nothing on these lines, Dalits and the Hindus clash. In Andhra, it is not happening. In Karnataka, it is happening now. In Karnataka, they said ladies should not wear burqa. Why sudden all these things? Listen to me. The country was going all right. Did anyone bother whether a Muslim lady is putting a burqa or not? Barda or not? Did anyone bother whether a Dalit fellow is eating what food? Whatever they get to eat. Why they put their nose on this? Why? It is the making of the Bharatiya Janata Party for their mean politics to divide the people, majority and minority, and they stand on the majority side to win the elections during these cheap means.
All right, so thank
Tell
you
me.
for your answer. My next question to you is, there is often a choice between development and environment, which is a tough choice. Since the past 2 years, the farmers have been protesting against the 6-lane development of NHAI. 1,238 acres of agricultural land have been acquired to build the lanes. What is your view?
In Tamil Nadu, it is 8 lanes.
Yes, sir. You've acquired a little more.
See, being an engineer, having worked in the road making department, I was an ex-employee of National Highways, and also I am a farmer, and I'm still doing farming in my native village where we have lands. We have not left agriculture. When I am put in such a situation, you cannot take hard and fast rule. I will neither say the farmers are right, nor I will say that the government is right. But it all depends on the need. It all depends on the majority of the people getting benefited. Yes, these roads are very much required. We enjoy the pleasure of having a good driving. And Tamil Nadu had done these projects far ahead. 30 years, 40 years ago, Tamil Nadu was well connected with the roads. It is not that this government has come, that government has come. And therefore, there is a balance should be struck. And there should be a reason to be seen. Now in Tamil Nadu, I am not going for the other roads. On this subject which you have asked between the development and the environment, in Tamil Nadu, I feel that the 10-lane road is not, 8-lane road is unnecessarily forcing on the people, disturbing the agriculturists. Because there is already a very good road available. If much more traffic is to be done, that could be widened in the same places where it is by another 10 feet or 20 feet or adding one more lane or two more lane. But there were some hidden agendas in some of the roads. because the government is building a road keeping somebody in mind. Government is building a road keeping somebody to transport from coal from one place to Australia to India and from the ports to inland. This kind of roads disturbing the agriculturist is not fair enough. They should take a middle path of considering both sides. Yes, where development is required and the roads are a must, we should do it. And where it is going to bother a huge number of people and the displacement is going to be too heavy, we should apply our sense at least to compensate them properly, leave alone removing them or not removing them. At least the compensation should be given proper. The government of the Congress party earlier, I was not, this is the first time I am in the parliament, it had brought in a nice bill or called compensation for lands, and they have given adequate amount, huge amount, 4 times the value of the market value to be paid. Now this government has come and scrapped it. Where will the farm labor will go? Where will the agricultural fellow plowing the land will go? We should take care of them. Government is a big body. That is a small group of people. Adequate compensation you pay so that they themselves voluntarily come and hand over the land for the money you are giving. It is not a bigger group of people that your expenditure is going to be heavy. The cost of the land in this road project is hardly 5% when compared to the construction cost. In this 5%, if you make it a 6%, nothing will happen. It is the madness of the government not negotiating properly with the farmers, and they should bring back the same law which has been brought by Congress government as regarding the compensation of those people who are contributing land for the developments. There is not much loss going to be for the government in that record. And instead of building vistas like a new parliament, building a new prime minister house, etc., without doing all these things, these monies could be used for those people who are suffering. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So my next question to you would be, because of the deforestation and the agricultural land that has been acquired, your constituency has become a flood-prone area. What are the measures that you intend to take to curb the climate change disasters?
Who said it is a blood-flown area? It is not a blood-flown area in the first place. It was made to become a flooded area, right? There was huge flooding was there when somebody slept, somebody overslept without signing the file to open. About 5-6 years ago, Madras was floating, Chennai was floating, not Tamil Nadu. And Tiruvallur was also affected place because the timely release of water from the reservoirs, lakes, have not been done by the government. It is a technical problem. It is not a natural problem. Point number 1. Point number 2, as far my constituency is concerned, now with my effort, large 8 numbers of, the small bridges across the rivers to hold the water. Check dams, we call it, check dams. 8 check dams are being built. Since you referred my constituency is a blood-flown area, I restrict my discussion to my constituency. And 8 check dams are being built, and that will make the water to go control properly, and enough drainage facility is there. Point number 2, the problem generally across the country, particularly around the city, why flooding takes place is, in the foreign country, people construct swimming pools. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Hello.
I'm here.
Yeah. There were swimming pools for the people to take bath. They construct swimming pool inside the house. But in India, particularly the flood-prone area, we construct the houses in the lakes. Yes, I am engaged in evicting them in Tamil Nadu. People come to me, oh, they are coming with bulldozers, they are taking our house away. Definitely, you go and build a house in a water place, in water catchment area, definitely water will come. into your house. Where else it will go? Therefore, it is again a man-made thing. Earlier, when we don't have all these arrangement, etc., flooding was not there. For generations, we were living together. And you did not mention, but it was there in somewhere. And I am also a member of the National Jal Jeevan Mission committee in the parliament, and I play a vital role in this. In fact, now to provide drinking water across the country, government is implementing a very good program, that is a tap for each house, one tap for each house. It is a good program. Funds have been allotted. We are monitoring it. Therefore, as far as the drinking water side is concerned, I appreciate this government. They are taking steps. I will appreciate wherever good deeds are there. I will definitely criticize where it is not. It is where I am there taking a lot of interest. Recently, we visited Alappuzha, we visited Cochin, we visited Tamil Nadu, where we saw whether these projects are going on time. Good progress is taking place. Flood is being controlled and water is being provided. As far as Thiruvallur concerned, it is not a blood-prone area. There are houses which is getting submerged, but these houses are inside the lake. It is not the mistake of the water coming in. People are going into the water there.
All right, sir. Well said. Now, Tiruvallur is also known as the land of lakes. And you're also, as you earlier mentioned, that you're a member of Standing Committee of Water Resources in the central government. So what are the initiatives that you think we should take to ensure clean water bodies across India? Because even our oceans, if you see in my background, there is an ocean, there is Arabian Sea behind me. During the tourism season, there are many ships. They spill the oil after the season and they leave. There is enough amount of oil spillage. There is enough amount of garbage that goes in our sea. What are the initiatives that you think we all should take and the government should take in order to curb the water pollution?
Yeah. To comment about the water behind you.
Yes, sir.
Inadequate planning.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And government is aware, authorities are aware, controlling agencies are aware that when the monsoon is going to come. They are also aware that the ships are filled with oils. Definitely, if you keep a ship filled with oil during the monsoon period, definitely oil will spill into the ocean. So don't keep the ships during that period. You cannot control monsoon. You cannot control the natural pouring of water from the sky. But you can see that the ship is not in Goa port. You are in Goa, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you see that during that period, those ships are empty at least. Ships can be there, but they should be empty. Why you keep a ship with oil over there? It is a small thing. A small amount of planning is required to solve this. This is Goa problem and the water behind you. Coming to the national problem of water, how to provide clean water, how to generate water. So much of water is going into the rivers. Going into the sea. Huge amount of water. We could hardly storage that water for our use. Therefore, the government is on a plan. This is called Jal Jeevan Mission. The government, BJP government, has brought it. Earlier, it was there in the name of Rajiv Gandhi Drinking Water Project, and that was to be completed in the year 2030. The Congress government program of providing drinking water was a plan. It was under execution. That was to be completed in 2030. But the present government has advanced the date of completing that project and renamed the project as Jal Jeevan Mission and Drinking Water Project. Under this scheme, one tap per house is being provided to every house. And wherever tap is there, but water is not there. Therefore, we are developing water resources. This is being done by the check dams I mentioned about Tiruvallur. 8 check dams are coming up. Each check dam is of the order of about 10 crores. About 800 crores is being spent in my constituency on the check dams. And like that, the projects are being implemented across the country to make the water stored during the rainy period, make the water to percolate into the government, and therefore your underground water level goes up convenient purposes. In this way, water resources are being developed. After this completion of the project, water shortages in the country would come down to a maximum level. Another thing being done is that wherever the small water bodies are there, those bodies are being cleaned and storage capacity is being increased. And I feel, though I am in the Congress party, with the successful completion of this Jal Jeevan mission, I am sure to a considerable level, water scarcity would go up and a good quality water being provided. This is the scheme and it is being under implementation. And we see that in another 2 years, which is getting completed or not, the completion period for this project is 2024.
That's wonderful, sir. Congratulations for the Jal Jeevan
Thank you.
mission.
No, you should appreciate me being an opposition party member. I am supposed to criticize, but I am appreciating this government for this project. My contribution is also there. When this project was conceived, I was there in the committee, and this is the project we have taken up. It is a good project.
Okay. Sir, we just hope that our other water bodies which are there across the country are also be cleaned up.
Madam, this is a national project. It's not for Tamil Nadu or Kerala. According to suppose in hill areas, northeastern hills, there the concept is different. There the bridges are being constructed, dams are constructed in a different way, where you cannot construct everywhere dams and stop the water in the northeast area. Otherwise, it will take another course and go and wash away the few villages are there. Therefore, different kind of approach is taken for different places and it is being done. Let us see.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. So how can what is your vision for Tiruvallur, and how can the NGOs and the public sector companies support you, and the CSR and everybody can support you to achieve the social development initiatives that you would want to take?
When I was campaigning for my election in 2019, March and April, I gave a very exhaustive manifesto of Dr. K. Jayakumar, my personal manifesto to the people. And I told them whenever I speak from the vehicle, I told them, please hold that manifesto in your hand, go and laminate it and keep it in your house. Because when I come, if I happen to come for the next time, you should question me with that manifesto that what I did not do. The number one of my manifesto is that this constituency was demanding a medical college for the last 35 years. And nobody could do anything. But believe me, trust me, please trust me, in 1.5 years, last February 28, first batch of admission under NEET examination has gone through. First batch is studying in Tiruvallur. The college cost is approximately 400 crores. And I consider it as my personal achievement, and I consider it as my lifetime achievement, and I consider it that I stood to my word. Wonderful college. And anybody comes to Tiruvallur, I'll tell them, you go and see the college and come. A magnificent college. Thanks to this government, I fought for it. I approached them. I said, I am an opposition, but I have every infrastructure over there. The basic infrastructure required for a new college from the government side, that you should have a 300-bedded hospital. Fortunately, there was a 370-bedded hospital, which that infrastructure I had used, and I got it approved. Madam, you should see, both at the center and state, I am having the opposition party ruling. That time, AIDMK was in power. The chief minister personally said that he will not give it. He wanted to take this college to the underdeveloped terrain, South India, deep, near Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari area. He didn't understand the difference between the college and the hospital. I told him we have to build a large number of hospitals in Kanyakumari. You need a 300-bedded hospital. Only Jayakumar is having it in Thiruvallur from the college. Therefore, you should give it. I told them, I threatened them that I will go on to fast and to death. I will not get up. Finally, he has agreed. It is my personal achievement. My people are extremely happy with me. 400 crores, a brand new college. I supervised it. In 1 year, I got it constructed. Thank you. And as regards other infrastructure, we have already discussed in detail. My second promise in my manifesto was, I don't want to see my sisters and mothers carry the plastic pots on their hip and head, walk around the dry streets for fetching a pot of water. I don't want to see this. I will bring an end to this before my term ends in this constituency in 2004. And I worked it, and I got this Jal Jeevan Mission handy. Jal Jeevan Mission is being implemented in a much, much faster and effective way in my constituency. Fortunately, it had happened. You may not be knowing or may be knowing about an arrangement called Disha Committee. I hope you know that.
Yes, yes.
Disha Committee, it is the committee constituted by Rural Development Ministry in every district, and the senior MP in that district is the chairman. Fortunately, I become the chairman of the Disha Committee that gives enormous amount of power to monitor all the projects wherever the state government, central government fund goes. I am considered in the bureaucracy as a strict MP. They are all cooperating with me on this water project and Swachh Bharat mission. These two are being implemented. It is on war footing basis, it is happening, and I am sure when my term ends in 2024 May, every house will have a tap in their house, in their kitchen. That is another infrastructure. I took enormous amount of progress. Another thing, there is a place called Pulicat Lake. Since you mentioned so much about my constituency, you seem to have done a thorough research over there. That Pulicat area, 40,000 people are there, and they depend on a small water strip that connects the lake and the sea. If that strip is closed during storm, during rainy season, their livelihood goes off. And you know, this environmental ministry is a strict ministry. For the last 3 years, I fought. Finally, I took a team here. They came, inspected. Finally, they were given the environmental clearance. In another 2 to 3 months, a permanent mouth bar, we call it mouth bar. That is, 2 concrete walls will be built connecting the river and the lake so that mud will not come in the way. The water passage will remain a permanent structure over there, infrastructure. These people will have a passage, free passage into the sea for fishing. This is another thing I did. Another novel promise I have made is that I will see that my brothers and sisters who remain unemployed will get employment. This nonsense, stupid COVID came and spoiled me. Otherwise, I would have finished that exercise also. What I am planning is, I will do it in another 3-4 months. I am going to invite all my rich, well-to-do brothers running industries in the constituency. Fortunately, it is an industrialized constituency. I will have a word with them. I'm not going to ask anything great from them. A job that is less than 25,000 rupees. That is technical job, clerical job, medium job, a BA graduate, a clerical, like that. Salaries less than 25 rupees job, not a high skilled job, not a very superior quality job, high-tech job. jobs that are less than 25,000 rupees per month. Please help me to help my brothers and sisters, and let us have an understanding that minimum 30% of the jobs less than 25,000 in your company will be given to the locals. This memorandum I am going to sign. I will sign that memorandum. If anybody says it is not possible, then I will say you and or myself cannot be a resident of this constituency together. Either I should vacate or you should vacate. Myself vacating is in the hands of the people, but yourself vacating is in my hand. I will vacate your company from my constituency. You are needless. Therefore, this is another major agenda in my pocket, which I have to implement it to see that the employment is provided to the locals with a low-level jobs, up to 25,000 rupees. Not all jobs, up to 30% only. Rest can be given to all brothers across the country. I am not against it. That is why I am in a national party. I am not a regionist. I am not a separatist. I want every part of India should prosper and thrive, and the people should remain in their places and work comfortably. Let us plan like that. And fortunately, we have a good chief minister, and I have an excellent rapport with him, and he likes me, and I love him to continue for many more times as the chief minister. He will cooperate for my proposal.
Sure, sir. Thank you. I know we are taking a lot of your time, and we are in the stringent.
You asked about the ECR fund and the youth and all. I am working on it. In some places, I am succeeding. What I said was to these companies, ECR fund, I go and tell them, why you are putting all your money and working? And I am also doing my MP fund, 100% I give for a project. Let us join hands together. I will provide % of all the ventures you are taking from MP fund. You will provide 50% of the money. Another 25% of the money we will tie up from other agencies or from the government. Like that, I am already building up libraries. I am already going to build up some college. I am working another model for the CSR fund. CSR fund will not be used in isolation. It will be used in association with the MP fund. This is another thing in my pocket, and it is going up, not aggressively. I will, in the next 2 years, I will see that I work on it very aggressively.
Excellent, sir. Thank you. I know that we've taken a lot of your time, including the technical glitches that we all faced earlier in the session. Thank you for being humble.
Since you have done enough research on me, enough thing about my constituency, you also go through my speeches in the parliament, what I said and what I did not say. Almost I spoke on every subject, and I appreciate the Speaker of the Parliament, Mr. Honorable Om Birla. He gives opportunity to all. Only thing, you will have to wait. Several times I spoke in the Parliament at 00 hours, midnight. Even after midnight I spoke. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Speaker provides platform. I have nothing against him. He's a very fine gentleman. And you should see my speeches, all 0 hour speeches, not more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And I have spoken on every topic. But one thing I am telling you through your channel or through your effort, let us establish an egalitarian society. Let us establish a casteless society. Through you, I request the Honorable Prime Minister, let us where to start? How to egalitarian society, a casteless society is without caste. How is it possible to establish a society without caste? Everybody likes to write Mandal, Jatav, and Agarwal, and everyone writes in this country caste name behind their name, and no one is mindful of that they are promoting casteism. Are you there? Hello? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm here.
So everybody engaged in promoting by writing your caste name behind your name. It is a matter of shame. It is a matter of insulting the egalitarian society. It is a matter of committing sin. It is a matter of segregating the people in the name of caste. Let us not do that. A casteist India will be a sick man of the world. A casteist India will be a sick man of the world. Through you, I am telling the Prime Minister. Let the Prime Minister be bold enough, courageous enough, first to drop his surname as Modi. His name, Narendra, is beautiful, wonderful, attractive. Calling him Narendra is more beautiful than calling him Modi. Point number one. Point number two, let him show to the country the way. Let him show to his generation his way. Let him show his fellow man who writes Modi, Agarwal, Chatachari, Bhattachari, all those things. That let us stop all those things. Write our name. If we know our parentage, that is enough. I am Dr. K. Jayakumar. K is the first letter of my father. More than that, no identity is required. Therefore, caste need not identify us. Let our father identify us. Therefore, I pray to the Honorable Prime Minister, through this, let us drop this. That is the first step of developing a egalitarian society. He has the numbers in the parliament. He has the numbers in the parliament. Let him take a bold step and let him become a hero of an egalitarian society if he does this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the message for the Prime Minister and for sharing with us all the wonderful work that you have been doing for the Thiruvallur constituency.
I'm doing wonderful work. You agree?
So we are, of course, you are doing good job, and especially in the water, for the water bodies that could be done, and for the education. You being an educationist, starting college itself is
Medical college.
Quite an achievable, big achievement for you, as well as for the constituency and the people of the constituency to have an MP like you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today on Sunday. It has been wonderful.
Will this be broadcasted again?
Sir, this
will
is
there
already
be a broadcast?
It is already
live.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Who will be the viewers?
Sir, it's been broadcasted on 8 different channels. I'll call you up and I'll share with you all the links.
Okay, thanks.
Please
send this recording.
Yes, sir. It is
live. I have not recorded.
All the conversation is live, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. All the best. All the best to you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.